Welcome to Drogheda. Today we're with Michael O'Dowd, who's recently announced his candidacy for Renua in the upcoming European elections. He'll be running in the Midlands North West constituency. So Michael, what do you hope to achieve as a candidate in the European elections, and if you are elected, what do you hope to achieve in Brussels?
Well, my involvement in active politics began when I had a son born with an intellectual disability, and it really informs my views both in relation to Europe and in relation to what's happening here. And I think that the people in this constituency, and it's a large constituency, will listen to an alternate voice that will push forward policies that will be about equality, will be about opportunity, and will be about putting communities and families first.
What are your opinions on the EU itself?
Well, the EU itself has been a force for good and a force for bad over the last number of years. And I think what we need to do now is to ensure that our cultural values are reflected in the composition of the European Parliament. And that means in particular that issues such as pro-life, that we need to ensure that, for instance, abortions do not become the norm in this society here in Ireland or across Europe. And that's a major challenge to us all.
And Michael, I know you've been involved in raising awareness around disabilities. Is that something that will be part of your campaign?
That'll be very much part of the campaign. I will intend to shine a light on the services that are provided here in this country. I believe that the HSE are negligent in how they're dealing, particularly in relation to disability services. There is corporate capture in relation to the service providers are now dictating what happens, and the funds are not getting to the individual with disabilities. But also in Europe, I think it's really important that we highlight the fact that there is a huge amount of people with disabilities, intellectual disabilities in particular, whose lives have been terminated before they even see the light of day. That's an issue I certainly will raise.
And for some viewers, they won't have heard the name of Renua for some time now, perhaps since the last general election. What have you to tell them about your party?
Well, I think the party has been quite busy. We were very committed in relation to the referendum on the Eighth Amendment. We'll have about 30 to 40 candidates running in local elections in May, and we'll have candidates running in the European elections. I think our key policies really are about putting the family and communities first, having policies that reflect that. And in relation to Europe, I think what's really important is one of the major jobs of new MEPs will be to scrutinise members of the European Commission. And I think it's important that we have a voice at that table to ensure that our cultural values are reflected in the new Commission.
And you're running in what is now a very large constituency, the Midlands North West. How do you intend to cover all that ground?
Well, it'll be by attending meetings, holding meetings, inviting people to meetings. It'll be by using social media and the traditional media, and it'll be about getting our message out there whatever way we can.
Very good. Michael O'Dowd, we wish you the very best.
Thank you very much, Tim.